An ideal hero or villain possesses many characteristics. Their inner workings are often complex, making them seem more dimensional to the normal person. One of the main personality traits that further characterize the ideal hero or villain is an inner conflict. In literature, one may identify this as man versus self conflict. Man versus self is a concept that explores the notion of tensions, of uneasiness when making decisions because of one's own consequences, or lack of. Generally, a villain has an easier time when committing a crime because somehow they feel as if it's justified in some sense. A hero, on the other hand, seems to find this more difficult because their consequence is affected by empathy or an outside obligation. Regardless, it seems as if all of those heroes and villains experience an inner conflict where he questions himself throughout his journey, making him ask himself, is what I'm doing really the right thing? The following clip of Norman Osborn in the movie Spider-Man is perhaps one of the most notable man versus self conflicts in modern film.
Somebody there?
Somebody.
Who said that?
Don't play the innocent with me. You've known all along.
Where are you?
Follow the cold shiver running down your spine. I'm right here.
I don't understand.
Did you think it was coincidence? So many good things all happening for you. All for you, Norman.
What do you want?
To say what you won't. To do what you can't. To remove those in your way.
The board members. You killed them.
We killed them.
We?
Remember your little accident in the laboratory?
Performance enhancers.
Bingo. Me, your greatest creation. Bringing you what you've always wanted. Power beyond your wildest dreams, and it's only the beginning. There's only one who can stop us. Or imagine if he joined us.
Generally, these inner conflicts regard important questions about self-identity. Who are they as a person? The self-identity is also, in turn, molded by the choices this person decides to make. For example, throughout the series Harry Potter, Harry struggles trying to find himself, when in reality, he is developed by the choices he makes. However, initially, he is presented with a dilemma about his future. Does he want to live a life as a muggle in the cupboard under the stairs of the Dursley household? Or does he want something more? Does he want to live up to his reputation as the boy who lived? Learn about the wizarding world and eventually avenge his parents by defeating the evil Voldemort?
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
A wizard. And a thumping good one, I'd wager, once you trade up a little.
No, you've made a mistake. I mean, I can't be a wizard. I mean, I'm just Harry. Just Harry.
Well, just Harry. Did you ever make anything happen? Anything you couldn't explain when you were angry or scared?
We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
You not be going, Costello. We swore when we took him in we'd put a stop to all this rubbish.
You knew. You knew all along and you never told me.
Of course we knew. How could you not be? My perfect sister being who she was. Oh, my mother and father were so proud the day she got her letter. We have a witch in the family. Isn't it wonderful? I was the only one to see her for what she was. A freak. And then she met that Potter. And then she had you, and I knew you would be the same. Just as strange, just as abnormal. And then, if you please, she went and got herself blown up. And we got landed with you.
Blown up? You told me my parents died in a car crash.
A car crash? A car crash killed Lily and James Potter?
You had to say something.
It's an outrage. It's a scandal. You'll not be going. Oh, and I suppose a great muggle like yourself's going to stop him, are you?
Muggle?
Non-magic folk. This boy's had his name down ever since you were born. He's going to the finest school of witchcraft and wizardry in the world, and he will be under the finest headmaster that Hogwarts has ever seen, Albus Dumbledore. I will not pay to have some crackpot old fool teach him magic tricks. Never insult Albus Dumbledore in front of me. About that. Strictly speaking, I'm not allowed to do magic.
Okay.
Oh, we're a bit behind schedule. Let's be off. Unless you'd rather stay, of course.
The concept of morality is deeply rooted within the inner conflict. Moral standards of the time, however, also affect the varying definitions of morality. For example, in the original Batman series of the TV show, good and evil were very clearly defined. However, we must keep in mind around the time this show was created, in the 1960s, there was only an emphasis on the family as a unit, and so many shows were created with children in mind. Thus, many things were cut and dried, boundaries were clear, and one could assume that this could be why many of these shows were clearly lacking dimensions. In more modern TV films, the line between good and evil, or moral and immoral, is often blurred or missing in order to create more dimensions in the product. It is up to the viewer to determine themselves whether a character contains good morals, and in a sense measures the morals of the viewers as well. In a more modern movie series, Lord of the Rings, one can most closely relate to the main character, Frodo. However, in the scene, it's hard to tell what he will choose. The moral route, by destroying the ring and saving Middle-earth. The neutral route, by returning to Middle-earth while the rest of the Fellowship attempts to destroy the ring. Or the immoral route, by joining Sauron, keeping the ring and destroying Middle-earth.
What are you waiting for? Just let it go! The ring is mine.